Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is directed by Halina Reijn. It stars Amandla Stemberg, Rachel Sennett, Maria Bakalova, Pete Davidson, Lee Pace and Mayala Herald. And in this new A24 horror film, a group of 20-something-year-olds get together at their friend's mansion. When a hurricane hits, they decide to play a party game called Bodies, 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 where there's a killer and they have to try and kill everybody. But soon the party game becomes a realistic nightmare, and everyone has to try and find out who the killer is, and everyone is a suspect. Now, I'm a big fan of A24 films. They've made my favourite film of the year so far with Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you haven't seen that film, definitely go and watch it. It's fantastic. Now, the trailers for me didn't really work for this film. I just thought it was going to be one of these random whodunits with teenagers. But I'm sick and tired of the crap like Truth or Dare and all that. I really hate those sort of films. And thankfully, this film is not like that. This is a very smart whodunit. I think the main positive of this film is the characters. First off, everyone is doing a fantastic job here. Everyone has so much chemistry, which thankfully is the case, because if they didn't work well together, this film would have been crap. But the characters are all very well done. Everyone has conflict with each other, and it makes everyone a suspect. And it just makes you keep guessing, oh, who's the killer, who's the killer? But the characters' conflicts also tend to go with the themes of the film. This film pretty much challenges in a way. It makes us think, oh, we make this person look bad because of the way he looks. This film is pretty much saying that social media, the internet, it's becoming a bit poisonous. You see what it's like on Twitter with all these weirdos complaining about everything. Honestly, you could say that you like bread and say, oh, so you don't like waffles. That is literally what Twitter is like. And that is social media. But this film really does say a message of, if we keep doing this, we're eventually going to be a very bad species, and we're just going to affect each other really bad if we keep doing this on the internet. This film sends that message in a way where it can appeal to younger people. This is pretty much a Gen Z film, and the trailers made it look very Gen Z. But this film is pretty much, I wouldn't say for everyone, but for the majority of anyone of the younger age, like in the middle of like teenager till about 30, this film is for them, and it kind of appeals for them. But when this film is serious, it's not afraid to get serious. The violence in this is gory as hell. The scene where one character, it is spoiled a bit in the trailer, gets shot, that was very disgusting. But the gore in this was really well done. The action just made it really look realistic. I really like the way this film was directed too. This film is pretty much lit by the characters' flashlights on their phones. It's very well lit, and you can tell what's going on all the time. Some very good camera work in there as well. There's loads of long takes here. I'm a big fan of very big long takes in films, and it's done very well here. The dialogue in this film is absolutely brilliant as well. Usually in these sort of films, it's written by a 70-year-old who doesn't get how young people speak. Luckily, that's not the case with this film. It understands it. This film kind of criticises the way people talk and how people find it really uncomfortable, really harsh. And I like that. It just shows really how toxic people are these days. I think really with negative sides of the film, I just think that the music wasn't for me. I know this is probably my music taste because the type of music they play isn't really my type. But it fits in with the tone. And actually the Charlie XCX song at the end of the film kind of fits in with this message that the film is trying to portray. I also think the character of Alice, who's played by Rachel Sennett, was a little bit annoying. Don't get me wrong, Sennett was very good in the role. I thought she was fantastic. As I said, everyone is. But I just think she was a little bit annoying, but it kind of just fit in with the film, and as I said, with the message this film is trying to send. Finally, there's a few tonal issues where in some serious scenes, they just pull out sarcastic humour. It did feel a little bit out of place. It did kind of take away the weight of some of the serious scenes. But for me, that's only really a small nitpick, because sometimes the humour in this was really funny. One thing I forgot to mention, yes, the humour really works. I was not laughing my head off in this film. I still got a few chuckles out of it and was very well entertained. Overall, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies is a smart, very interesting whodunit. This is not your normal whodunit. In fact, go into this thinking it's a normal whodunit and you'll enjoy it more. Trust me, you will like this film. Don't get spooked away by the trailers. The trailers kind of mismarket this film a bit. And while I can see what they were trying to do, I do think it is kind of affecting this film a little bit. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies was a really surprising flick, and I'm going to give it a very solid 8 out of 10. Go and watch this film. Very interesting, and has a very smart message. But guys, that is it for this review. I hope you all enjoyed. Next time, I don't know what it's going to be. It's either going to be episode 5 of Random Reels, a film which I'm really not looking forward to watch, or it's going to be my review of Barbarian, which I'm so excited to see. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day, and be safe. Bye bye.